The Science News Daily, where we bring you the Science News Daily. Today we will be investigating magnets. Bob will talk to you all about what happens when two magnets interact. Bob? Thank you, Tracy. Okay, magnets. They're very fascinating materials. To understand them better, let's talk about some of the terms. For example, to repel or to attract. They're complete opposites, but they're also the same. To repel means to push away. To attract means to bring together. So, each magnet has a north and south pole. So what happens when you bring unlike poles together? What happens when you bring like poles together? Let's find out. Okay, as you can see here, I have two magnets, each with a north and south pole. Okay, let's find out when you bring two of the same poles together. So let's start out with north and north. As you can see, they do not want to touch each other, so this is called repelling. Let's try south and south, also like poles. Okay, as you can see, they also repel. So now we know that like poles repel each other. Okay, now let's try unlike poles. So here, I have a north and a south pole. So let's try it. Okay, as you can see, the magnets attract each other. As I bring the magnets closer, they connect. Now let's try north and south. See? They attract, just like south and north. Okay, to sum it up, unlike poles attract, like poles repel. So when a north and a north pole are brought together, it repels. Or when a south and a south pole are brought together, it repels. When unlike poles are brought together, it attracts. So when a north and a south pole are brought together, it attracts. Tracy? Thank you, Bob. Okay, time for a break. We will get back to you after these short messages. The following messages are just jokes, so do not take them offensively, please. Thank you.
Are you mental? Do you need mental help?
Yes, call 1-800-MENTAL-HELP. 1-800-MENTAL-HELP for all your mental health needs.
Do you need help getting food? So you need food stamps.
Yes! So call 1-800-FOOD-STAMPS now. 1-800-FOOD-STAMPS.
And we're back. Bob is going to take you back to magnets. Bob? Thank you, Tracy. Okay, let's talk permanent magnets and temporary magnets. Okay, permanent magnets. To put it simple, permanent magnets are magnets that always stay magnets, no matter what. So when anything magnetic is brought to contact with a permanent magnet, it will be attracted, like so. As you can see, the paper clips are attracted to the magnet because this magnet is a permanent magnet, so it attracts anything that is magnetic. Now, temporary magnets. Temporary magnets simply are magnets that are sometimes magnets only within a magnetic field, like paper clips. As you can see, these are now temporary magnets, the paper clips. They're temporary magnets because these new magnets are attracting these paper clips. Normally, these would not be magnetic. However, they are in a magnetic field, which causes any magnetic items to become magnets. But as you can see, when they are taken out of a magnetic field, they let go. Okay, to fully understand this, you need to understand what a magnetic field is. Basically, a magnetic field is the area around a magnet where magnetism force is acted. To detect a magnetic field, you can do one of two things. One, you can use a magnetized material and put it near the magnet. If attracted, then there is a magnetic field, such as paper clips. When we put the paper clips next to the magnet, it was attracted, so there was a magnetic field. Another way to detect a magnetic field is a compass. A compass is an early tool used to detect where north is, or a navigational tool. If you take a magnet and put the magnet near the compass, north will always point to the North Pole and south will always point to the South Pole. Okay, as you can see, the North Pole of a magnet moving around causes the north end of the magnet to move around as well, or the needle. This proves that there's a magnetic field. Also, when you turn it around to the South Pole, the south part of the needle will always follow this as well. Okay, lastly, I will demonstrate that a magnetic field can act through objects. So here I have a compass, a book, and a magnet. So to test this, I will put the book in the middle, the compass on one side, and the magnet on the other side. As you can see, the compass swivels the same way the magnet does when it's facing north. And if you turn it around, the south does the exact same thing. Okay, let's get back to Tracy. Go. Thank you, Bob. Okay, science fans, we'll get back to you after these short messages. Go. Did you know that dogs all across America need our support? Shelter dogs like this need your support and a loving home. For years, this poor dog has been looking for a loving family and a loving home. To help dogs across America, please call 1-800-DOGS-FOR-HELP now. Repeat, 1-800-DOGS-FOR-HELP now, and give this dog a loving, caring home. Thank you. Okay, and we're back. Bob will finish up talking to you about magnets and what happens when two magnets get closer or farther away from each other. Bob? Thank you, Tracy. Okay, as Tracy said, lastly, we will be discussing what happens when two magnets gain distance or lose distance from each other. So, what happens when two unlike magnets lose distance or gain distance? What happens when two magnets gain or lose distance that are like magnets? We will find out. Okay, now we will see what happens when two unlike poles are brought closer together or farther away. So, when they are brought closer together, this happens. Oh, sorry. They are attracted. When they are brought farther apart, this happens. They will start to lose that magnetic field. They will start to come away from that magnetic field, causing them not to be magnetic. And you will feel the force getting weaker as you move them farther away. Okay, now we see what happens when two like poles are brought closer together or farther apart. So, let's bring them closer together. Okay, as you can see, a force is brought into play when you get about this close together. You feel like there is an invisible force blocking the magnet from getting close together. Now, what happens when it is brought farther apart? As you can see, the force starts to go away, so I can easily move the magnet closer together without any problem. Okay, science fans, thanks for staying with us this whole show. Bob out. Tracy? Thanks, Bob. Okay, now we'll get to you with the latest gossip in Hollywood. Bye.
Bloopers!
Thank you, Tracy. Okay, magnets. They are very fascinating materials. First, we need to talk about terms. So let's start with attract and repel. They're opposites, but they're alike in the same way. Attract means basically to bring together or to... Thank you, Bob. Okay, time for a break. We will get back to you after. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, let your fingers in the way. Oh, dang it. Sorry.
Wait, how loud I need to be? Wait. Do you need help getting food stamps?
So yeah, those were the bloopers. So thank you for watching my video. Yeah, bye.